How y'all doing? This every day. Every day it's something. Every day it's something. So, I'm home. I have been cold all freaking day. I have been cold all day. If y'all hear that, it's because I'm freezing. Okay, so it is Women's History Month, and I did not post nothing on warm pages for I didn't post anything on warm pages for Black History Month. I want to change that for Women's History Month. So I'm going to spend the next few hours creating Instagram posts or just brainstorming some Instagram posts and figuring out what I want to post, because I want to stay consistent for the whole month of March. And basically, I just want to plan out content for the rest of the month, not think about it, and already have it ready to go. I got Jimmy John's on my way home. I am so hungry. And yeah, currently right now, I am reading 2 books at the same time. And I've never really read 2 books at the same time, but like I need to read, I need to read, the book for book club, and then like the romance book. Mind you, can we even talk about it? Okay, let's get into it, right? Okay, so when I think of you, I should have been, I usually record sometimes when I'm reading. It's like a cute little montage. I should have been recording when I was reading this book last night. Let me tell you, first of all, this is how much I've read so far, right? I was probably like this much in. No, probably like that much in. And I was like, messy, okay? So let's really get into it. I don't know how to eat and talk at the same time, so I don't know how this is gonna go. But I just think it's crazy because as I'm reading the book, I really was starting to not like the storyline, right? I'm all for the lovers finding love and loving each other again, especially if they still have that obvious, clear attraction for each other. But I didn't like that he had a girlfriend. And I'm like, bro, he has a girlfriend. This is your ex. Y'all are working on the same film. This is gonna get messy. So I was not liking the fact that he already had a girlfriend. This is what I got. I got the turkey tom, but I added ham, the Jimmy John peppers, lettuce, tomatoes, mayonnaise, and cucumbers, and some onions in there too. I love a good sandwich. Oh my god. I haven't had a sandwich since they had that whole little, what was it, listeria outbreak, so Lord, protect me in my stomach. Thank you. So I said, this is too messy for my girl. She don't deserve this. She already working at a job that treats her like shit, and she does everything. And now her ex comes in, offers her this job, brings up our hopes and dreams, and say, you know what? Like, you helped me with my film. Like, they're too connected. They're too connected. Then obviously there's this chemistry. He trusts her judgment. He trusts anything she has to say, like, completely. Like, they was together. And it's clearly giving that he was her first time as well. So that is so messy. So I'm reading it and I'm like, no, this is too good for my good sis. Like, she does not deserve this type of love story, right? But he broke up with his girlfriend. Clearly he broke up with the girlfriend because of the ex. So I guess now there isn't no barriers, but it's like, that's just messy. That was like reading Real. And I didn't like how, I understand they had an attraction for each other, but I had just wished that they did kind of hold off while they were filming, because then, everybody, she was this new, aspiring, new upcoming actor or actress, and it was almost like taking her spotlight away. Like, I didn't even like that in Real. So when I think of you, I like the fact that they don't, but see, it was messy in the fact that, as a girlfriend, you almost can feel a little intense, little, you got that feeling, right? That's why I was getting upset, because you got that feeling, like, you know, being the girlfriend, you just know, like, you just be having those feelings. So she probably suspected something, right? And when they had their first production meeting, mind you, I'm like thinking, like, this is so, like, close-knit, because this is a film set. I know how film sets be working. Like, this is just messy. So when they had their first little meeting, and she tried to stick old girl in the corner away from everybody, and then he was like, actually, no, like, scoot over. You deserve to be at this table well more. Like, you deserve to be at this table. Of course you deserve. Like, you're not just some PA. Like, you know your shit. Like, you know your shit back and forth and all that stuff. So it's just like, I like the fact that he still advocated for her, and he still made sure that she was taken care of, even though he couldn't fix the situation. And clearly this is a movie that he's creating about his parents' love story, so it's a certain look and a certain vibe he wants, but he also has to deal with the company who was backing him up on it, and the budget, and this and that, there, and they're trying to, like, cut corners. So I know it's stressing him out, because as a creative, you want it to look exactly how you want it to look, and it's like, you don't care about what it takes to get to that point. You just want to make it. And I think, like, that is why I want to create, like, a whole production company at some point, because I understand, like, what can you do? Like, how can we make your vision, your dreams come alive? So I am at the part where now it's this, like, well, there's nothing holding me back from you, but I need to focus part. And I really wonder how it's gonna, like, turn out. Because at first, I'm not gonna hold you, at first I was like, I don't like this. I don't like this at all. Why is he in a relationship? This is too messy. They've had too many close encounters. She's still thinking about him. I do wish that we could read his point of view. I don't know. Something about reading the man's point of view just hit different in the book. Like, it's been a minute since I've read just one person's point of view in a love story. Because, you know, with Kennedy Ryan, she writes the POV of the man and the woman. So I do feel like that male part, that is why I was boohoo sobbing, crying in real, because the scenes that made me so emotional were when it was in his POV. So I really wish we could, like, kind of see what he's thinking. But it's cool so far. It was supposed to be cut. Oh, I was gonna say. And then I'm reading the Vanishing Half, and oh my goodness, that is filled with so much to digest. Like, so much to digest. So many twists and turns that I wasn't even expecting. This one is deep in the sense of the timeline is set during that transition when segregation was ending and all those things. So it's an interesting read, and it's also based on two women who are white passing. And so it's very interesting reading this and, like, their views and everything. And on top of that, like, one twin actually immersing herself into the community and becoming white passing. And it's crazy. Like, there are two viewpoints on it. One twin actually married a black man and had a black baby, like a dark-skinned black baby. And it's so heartbreaking reading the fact that, you know, she went back home to her hometown. I'm talking about the twin that had the baby. That's dark skin. She went back to her hometown, where in this hometown they're praised for being light skinned and having a light complexion. And it's like, in a sense, she subjected her child to bullying, to, like, everything, you know. And I just felt so bad for the little girl, because she was in a town that, like, didn't appreciate her beauty, didn't appreciate who she was, but just made fun of her and called her names and treated her different, and she didn't have friends. And, like, it's just heartbreaking to read that. But interesting to say as well, there's a talk of the LGBTQ community in this as well, because the daughter, she ends up falling in love with a transgender man. And it's just so interesting reading, like, during this time, like, how they was navigating, you know, men in that love to do drag, or, you know, people that were transgenders or who were, you know. So it's gonna be very interesting. I wonder if she'll ever introduce him to her family, you know, like, or how that's gonna go about. Interesting. That one book is also deep too, especially the part where the twin that was white passing, she married like a well-off, rich, wealthy man living in this nice house in this excluded neighborhood. And it was so interesting reading how, you know, they created these HOAs, neighborhoods, to block out black people, to still have this community where it's separated from black people. And when the black family moved to next across the street from them, she was the first one to be like, oh, I don't like that. But she didn't like it because she didn't want her tea to be clocked. She didn't want them to know, like, oh wait a minute, girl, you is not a white woman, you know. And it was also heartbreaking to read that part where her daughter, who of course came out looking white, even though she's definitely a little percentage of black up in there, but she came out looking white, and the little girl was playing with the little black girl across the street, and she tugged and dragged her and told her that they don't play with the hard R, in the N word with the hard R, like they don't play with them, like. And I was like, oh, that was shocking to read. And it's like, it takes a point of like how deep she was willing to go to hide her identity, or how deep she was willing to really take on how white people viewed them. Even though I don't think her husband really cared like that, I feel like he was a bit more open to it. But that's just crazy. Both books take me through a whirlwind, but I'm enjoying them. They're both different, but they are both evoking emotions from me. I got a lot of moving bits and pieces I'll talk about later. I love a sandwich. I'll fuck around and eat a sandwich tomorrow too. Yeah. What is up with this like common thing where there's a birthday dinner or a big dinner with like a large group of people, and there's always a problem when the check comes? Always a problem when the check comes. That is like an ongoing thing. Mm-hmm. It's that man. It's that man. I already know. Too good for my girl. Too good for her. Okay, I will give Danny. I'll give him this. He don't play by her. He don't. I'll give him that. But damn, it's always some drama with a man. Damn. But in the end, he don't be playing about her. But like, still messy. Because now your current now ex-girlfriend is working on the same set as you and your ex-girlfriend, who you still is in love with, and trying to make it work. And y'all didn't end cordially. You didn't end like, oh yeah, we're not gonna work out. No, like it was it's her or me. And he said, well, so you didn't end cordially. So I know you still like him. That's too messy. That's how you do it. You know, because see, men not that romantic no more. Where is the man that's just gonna send you the flowers? Don't matter if he in the same city as you or not. Flowers can be delivered. Wow. That's how you do it. It is 11:41, and I can admit, sometimes it is hard to like stop working. It kind of becomes a little addicting, especially like when you're on a roll. So this whole entire time I spent, I hope you can hear the waves crashing. This whole entire time I have been, the last few hours honestly, Now it's out, I got in bed. So I've literally been working on scheduling some posts. I spent that whole entire time in Canva creating a whole bunch of graphics. Outside of me posting the content about, you know, the journey of actually opening up Warm Pages and having its own actual location, I need to be posting other things, other resources, or just other things that can be shared and engaged with on the page. So that's what I'm going to start doing, because you do need to post. You don't need to post all the time, but you need to post sometimes. So it's very hard to cut off the working, especially when I'm like in a groove and I'm like getting stuff done. First of all, look at my hair. Okay, let's see if we can fix that. I'm slightly irritated, y'all. I bought this camera battery. Like, I want to cry because this camera battery was $70. $70 fucking dollars. And it does not fit my camera. And I can't return it to Best Buy because I opened it. And I'm looking like, okay, well, maybe I can like try to sell it online, which I'll probably end up doing. I don't just have $70 to just throw away. I don't have just $70 to throw away. I don't. And then niggas calling my phone like, oh, I like when my phone was silent. What do you think you could just call this bitch for? I'm so sad. Like, $70? 70 of them. Anyways, I hate when I look back and I'm like, Dami, you could have like smoothed your hair down just a little bit. Can y'all even hear me over this loud ass heater on my feet? I'm kind of obsessed with having heat on my feet now. I don't think the vlog is getting up on Tuesday because look at the timeline I'm working with right now. Let's just look at that. So I'm working with like maybe 2 hours of footage. And the way that I'm like intermingling the clips together is taking me a little minute. And my Final Cut Pro is acting like she doesn't want to work. So, and it's 11:48, but I want to get up in the morning and I'm trying to prioritize myself. But I always put this pressure on myself to deliver. But it's like, I need to realistically give myself time. So I'm going to go to sleep so I can get up. Oh my gosh. But it's okay because the first thing I'm going to do when I get home is try to finish this video, knock this video out, do the podcast, Trinity, my video, my vlog. I'm going to call it quits. I'm not going to continue to force myself to sit here through it. So, but yeah, okay. I know. Don't look at my background. That's not why we're here. We have packages. Ah! I am literally cannot contain my excitement. We have some inventory. So let's open it and give it a first look together. I have a pimple right here. And I feel like I know exactly what caused it. It hurt low key. Like, don't you hate the pimple that you could like feel? Okay. Ooh. Okay, so this vendor is called Strawberry Goose. And these are planners. So they look like that. So it has top priorities, to-do, schedule, gratitude, and then tomorrow. I think I got 2. And it just says good things ahead, today's priority, gratitude, movement, schedule. You can't probably even see it, but yes. Ooh, that's so exciting. That's so exciting. Oh my gosh. And I think because of the fact that, you know, I tried to open up and run my clothing brand, that this feels like so real in the sense of like we're actually here. So it's really making me use all the knowledge that I've been learning and everything that I know to really do what I'm supposed to do. Okay. Ooh, these are the Bible covers. I also have it in this one. A lot of the bookmarks and stickers and like other notepads are going to be here next week. And this is literally all I can think about. It is so hard to do work like my other work because I just want to put all my energy, all my time into this. Wow. This is great. This is fun. The next thing that I've been trying to figure out is what I am going to ship everything in. I gotta figure that out. But that is the first round of inventory. The artist got back to me. Oh, did I tell y'all yesterday? She actually sent over the finished preview of the artwork with all the colors and everything in it. I loved it. The only thing that I wanted her to revise was the menu, which is, I feel like, super picky because no one's really even gonna look that deep in the picture. But if by chance, I kind of wanted to reflect actual menu items that we will serve. So she had like actual like food items like sandwiches and all that stuff, but like I wanted her to add like bakery items like pastries and chocolate croissants and muffins and, you know, stuff like that. Because that's more realistic of what this pimple, I should probably stop touching it, it hurt. That's more realistic of what we were going to be selling in store. So once she sends that back to me, so I'm just going to spend honestly this whole month. I want to say I want to launch the 1st of April because I just want to spend this whole month just trying to like perfect. Now I have to work on emails, I have to work on the thank you cards, I have to work on like email marketing, the thank you cards, and packaging because we're starting to get inventory now. So I forced myself to come home and eat. So I made like a quick shrimp stir fry situation. It was vegetable stir fry from Trader Joe's, and I had some shrimp. Cut the shrimp up, cooked the shrimp, put the shrimp and the rice together with some broccoli, and I had some yum sauce, and it was delicious. I'm kind of happy I did that instead of me eating out. And daylight savings, oh my gosh, my alarm went off. I forgot that, you know, even though it is longer at the end of the day, the beginning of the day is dark as hell. Oh, when my alarm went off, I think I set one for 5:30 and 6 o'clock. I was so confused that I just ended up going back to sleep. So I missed my morning run this morning, but that's okay. But yeah, I also need to clean up, as you can see behind me, but it's okay. We're gonna get it together. But that's it. That's all. I will talk to y'all in a second. I'm gonna try to knock out these videos and then come back to y'all when I can. This squeaky ass chair. My brother broke my chair while I was gone because it was not like this. It actually leans to the side, makes my posture so bad. Look how massive this is. I got a sub. It's hot outside. It feels so good. It's days like this where I do want to be able to just take my laptop, get out the house, and go finish working somewhere else other than sitting here. But we're gonna get there. We're gonna get there. This is like, but I wanted something to eat on later too. So that's why I got it so massive. Anyways, hey, I really want to get this recap video done today so I can start on everything else. I'm just gonna take, I really just need one pass of this bad boy. Yes. Wow. What's that one TikTok sound where it's like, ain't nothing like a cold sandwich on a hot day. This is called Ocean Breeze. It's actually pretty good. I wish y'all just saw the way I screamed. I know Shorty did not do what I think she did. Sleep their way to the top is crazy work, man. That's a crazy statement. I can't read fast enough. Anonymous my ass. We all know who it is. We all know who it is. She was going to backhand him, sabotage him. I feel like I'm screaming. Backhand him, sabotage his film that he was making about his parents' love story, to then turn around because you got caught up because you were... She should have told him. I would have said, and that bitch said that if I told you, but I would have X, Y, and Z. I would have told him. I would have told him. And the thing about it is, this is what's making me mad, because Danny, ever since you entered my girl's life, you just been causing havoc. The only way you can fix this, if you don't ever fucking put your camera up and say, here are the receipts. That's the only way. Here are the receipts. We been broken up. Even though he did do maybe a little, but he didn't cross the line. Been broken up. And honestly, she's a backstabbing ass person. That's what I would do. Release the footage. Expose her. Turn the tables as quick. PR. I like, set the camera up. Lies were told. Oh my God. This is why I need the male's point of view, though. I have to see how he's processing this. I have to see how this is going down in his head. Like, I feel like that's why I feel a little bit indifferent toward Danny, because it's like, I could understand, I could see, like, yes, but it's something about reading it from the male's point of view. But still, from day one, you've been causing havoc in her life. Like, she just truly don't deserve you. She don't. No, you don't deserve her. You don't deserve her, truly. I hate a sorry ass nigga. Oh! All this man has said since he's come back in your life is that he's sorry. Oh! Okay? That's what I'm saying. You deserve better than this. You deserve better. Oh, okay, you kind of, damn, that line just kind of, I felt that, I felt that too hard. She gotta find her own way. You have to be and find yourself before you can find love. And this is gonna make me No, that was so real though. When I don't feel so lost in your world and you're not the center of mine. Cause she has to find herself. All they keep doing is hurting each other. Fuck. But like, that is so true. Like, as a woman, like, you really, like, you could get so caught up in love and like being with somebody, but you really gotta find yourself first. I wasn't recording that clip. What I was saying was, I ain't gonna hold you. The way that my heart kind of stopped, because I'm reading, I'm like, she kind of going off. Her approach to this is crazy. And he's like, that movie doesn't exist. I said, ooh, is he finna pull the okie doke? What? But then he said, yeah. And I'm like, oh, okay. I couldn't read, like, my eyes could not read fast enough because I'm like, whoa. Okay, I made it to the last. I would say a couple things about this love story that was different that I have not read before. I would say that because a lot of the stories that I have been reading so far by Kennedy Ryan, of course. How do I put this into words? How do I put this into words? I think because this last chapter, I feel like there's a disconnect because with all the other love stories I was reading, I don't know. It's something about, it's different because she just, like, the tables were turned in a sense. Because usually it's the man being like all deep and going on with these paragraphs about loving and being together, like fighting for the relationship. Usually it's the man, right? But it's the woman this time. It's her. Like, she's the one that's giving these big love speeches and being like, that's so, like, I don't know if that's what's throwing me off, because I'm like, it's something, but I think that's what it is. And it just clicked to me right now because I'm reading it. I'm like, all this is coming from her and her point of view. And she's talking about, like, so she's like, I'm Kalia. I hope her name, I say his name. Kalia Wilson. And my favorite movie is the one where a girl meets a boy on the sidewalk in New York. And even though they're from different worlds, he becomes the best friend she ever had. And then she continues on and she's like saying how much, like, you know, professing her love for him. I hope I'm saying that right. The best movie I've seen is the one where that boy becomes this breathtakingly brilliant artist whose father would be so, he'll be so proud of his son because he's now a man whose love for him is so strong it made a masterpiece. The best movie I haven't seen, she continues, is the one where that man tells that girl, who's a woman now, that she's not the only one who's still in love, that they wasted enough time apart, that he forgives her for the time she walked away, but that he understands why she had to. That despite all of it, he still... I guess because she was the one that did walk away. Okay. And I think, you know... in the last two love stories I read, which were by Kennedy Ryan, well, not real. I'm thinking of, like, This Could Be Us, and I know, I'm comparing, and books are different, and they're all different, but I think just the fact that, you know, she was the one that walked away that said that she needed a break, rightfully so, though. They needed time apart to grow in their own worlds to then come back together. You know? So I guess it would make sense why she's the one that's like claiming all this love for him. It's almost like she's begging. And that sounds bad. Oh, that sounds bad. It's true. But that's far-fetched because he did reach out to her. He did try calling her and she did ignore him. So I guess, yeah, she's trying to get her man back. Okay. She's trying to get her man back. That's all. I so badly, in like everything inside of me, I want to see more Black love movies being created. And I want to be on every set. I want to be so immersed. Like, I want to create a Black love film. So bad. Like, so bad. And like, it's got to the point where I watched The Photograph so many times. I watched Really Love so many times. Like, I need to see black love on the screen. And I want to be the one that's a part of it. Please. Please. That was nice. That was nice. It was good. I still don't know how I feel about the ex-lover storyline, but the way she wrote this was good. Like, good. Like, I predicted the moments, but it's almost like when my brain figured out what was going to happen next, I was like, no way. No way. Yes way. Yes way. So, it was good. It was good. Now I get to update my what's it called? Is it Storygraph? Well, that was a nice little break. I'm gonna try to look at this. I'm about to look at this podcast episode to see what it is and see what I can do with it. That way, I can get revisions for tomorrow, and I can be done with everybody, and I can finally start working on Warm Pages. And I just got revisions, so let's figure out what that's about. I hate feeling like I can't make somebody happy with my work. Thank you so much for watching this week's vlog. I honestly don't even know what to title these. I have a part-time job. I edit for people. I'm trying to open up my bookstore coffee shop or bookstore cafe. What do you even call me? A busy woman. That's what I am. And also I want to say, I know. My background was looking mad crazy the whole video, but I can say that I just cleaned my desk off. The couch is just always gonna have stuff on it. Like and I hate like that back there looks bad, but sometimes like I take my jacket off and I just throw it right there. That's such a bad habit. I need to fix probably. But I would say like I usually catch up towards the end of the week. I catch up and I make everything right again. Y'all just be catching me in the middle of the week, but I hate the way it looks on camera, so I definitely will make sure I keep up with making sure that my space is clean for y'all to view, because I hate seeing it. And it's bad enough I already live in a basement, so it's just like boxes and stuff in every corner. So at least I could do is make it look presentable on my end, you know. But yes, if you want to join the Discord, I do have a Discord for Warm Pages where I post a lot of exclusive like updates of what is going to be on the site. You can check that out. Everything is always linked down in the description box. The tiny human. Oh, also mom. Oh,
Is your bathroom clean?
yeah. I thought you were Janaya. I was trying to end my vlog.
Oh.
Yes it is. Just put that in there. Like I was saying though, yes, thank you for watching. Everything is always linked down below as always, and I will see y'all in my next vlog.